Today, I'm going to discuss funding for experts, investigators, and other professional services. Hello, and thank you for tuning into my video series, You're Indicted and Facing Prison. Now what? My name is Marc Blatstein, and in 2006, I too was convicted of a felony and lost my medical license. To call this a life-altering event at best is an understatement, which I'm sure all of you are currently going through. With work, though, I was able to get my medical license reinstated in full in 2010. And so my takeaway lesson, if you will, is prison is temporary. And so while it seems premature, before your pre-sentence interview, to get the best result you can, you want to have your personal narrative written and evaluated for content, your release plan written and evaluated for content, and your allocution, which is your conversation with the judge at sentencing, because these three individual tasks or items can influence the judge in your behalf to either depart below the guidelines as a help or above the guidelines as a hindrance. So you have to be telling the truth. It has to be from the heart. My goal in this series is to provide you with the information you'll need to survive and navigate these times, because knowledge, as we're all aware, and preparation together will help you build back the confidence you'll need to navigate throughout this process. You've already heard that the Department of Justice and the FBI have been asking questions, and that means that their case against you is mostly complete and they have an almost 98% conviction rate. So delaying to find legal representation is at your peril. You need to jump on that very fast. Hiring a legal team, though, just doesn't mean that they should have experience. They need to have a proven track record of successfully defending cases like yours, which meaning taking federal cases and practicing in federal court. And it's also important for you to make sure that they are a good fit for you, because if you're not comfortable, you may not wind up with the best possible outcome. Therefore, the choices that you're making today will be helping you tomorrow. Should you have questions, don't hesitate to call and consider engaging my services at 240-888-7778. This is your life and your future. I've made it through, and so will you. Prior authorization by the presiding judge currently allows you to contract up to $2,400 in fees in non-capital cases. Caveat is that it can go higher if the service provider's work or the representation was completed before May 27, 2010. And then it sends you to CJA Guidelines, SS 310.20.30A. Now, experts and other professional expenses are also reimbursable, but not count against fee maximums. So if you know that the expert fees is going to exceed the $2,600 limit, you'll need to apply, your attorney will need to apply to the preceding judge for certification of those funds in excess of the maximum that is necessary. In other words, if you want to have a retired warden either come in person or write a letter or be on a conference call speaking on your behalf as to why you need a specific prison due to a medical condition, mental health condition, this may apply. Your attorney will also need to provide the probation officer with other sentences that are similar to yours and support your reason for departing below the guidelines. And so they can get this information. One place is through sentencingstats.com, spelled out just like it is, one word. SENTENCINGSTATS.com. They're excellent. And for under $700, after you have your pre-sentence report, they can gather all the information needed to help you and your attorney identify what they believe is an appropriate amount of sentencing, length of time, and potentially where to go. But no one can give you promises. There's no promises, there's no guarantees in anything here. The judge can get out of bed on the wrong side of the bed that day, and whatever happens, you have no control over. The same goes with the Bureau of Prisons. They not only can they do whatever that they want because they are their own individual planet, every warden is in charge of their own castle. And so what the process is in one prison may differ as you go to another. Not a lot, but it may differ. These requests are then forwarded to the chief judge of your circuit court of appeals, who holds the approval authority. I hope you found this helpful. To engage my services or have your concerns answered, call me today at 240-888-7778. This is my personal cell phone, and I answer and return all of my calls. You can also get additional information on my website. It's free, and that is pprsus.com. P as in Paul, P as in Paul, R as in Robert, S as in Sam, US.com. which stands for Physician Pre-Sentence Report Service. Me, Dr. Blatstein here, and I hope you have a good day, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen.